School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pottle Field at Hermon High School. Welcome to high school football here on Ticket TV. Tonight we feature a matchup between the 4-2 Nokomis Warriors and the 6-0 Hermon Hawks. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark. Thanks for joining us here on Ticket TV as we head down the home stretch of the regular season. A couple weekends left in the lower classes. Class A has an extra weekend, but for the Hermon Hawks and the Nokomis Warriors, just 2 weeks left in their regular season schedule. Let's get the pregame show underway. It's presented by Darling's Auto Group. At Darling's, you'll do better. Well, Ernie, let's take a look at the current standings as some of the senior night festivities are happening down on the field. Let's look at the standings. We see the Hawks right there, right on the heels of Greeley.
Yeah, Hawks 25 Crabtree points behind Greeley entering tonight's play. Interesting, though, Greeley has 2 winless teams to play on their schedule, so there are not any points to be gained in playing Oceanside tonight, I believe, and Hampton Academy. It might be Hampton tonight and Oceanside next week. Hermon, on the other hand, has a 4-2 Nokomis team, and then it's at Levitt. Levitt is also 4-2 on the season. Been playing very well, just knocked off a previously undefeated Gardner last week, and so the question becomes, and I'm not a mathematician in terms of this kind of thing, but there's a possibility Hermon could pass Greeley for the #1 spot. Now, doesn't mean a lot this year. There's no regional championship, but in terms of seeding, it just means you're 1 versus 2 because they play down to a state championship game, no regional finals, play down to a state championship game at a neutral site, and if they were to get that far and be #1, they could wear the home uniforms, and if they were #2, they could, of course, wear the visitor uniform. Nokomis, on the other hand, is in 7th place right now. They are 1.5 Crabtree points behind number 6 Foxcroft. Well, that's important because the top 6 teams in Class C this year get first-round byes, and then 7 host 10 and 8 host 9. Now, the difference between being 6th and 7th, obviously, is that if 6th you get a bye, if 7th you have to play a game, albeit a home game against a team you probably should beat, but just the same, coming down with 2 weeks left, there's a little battle there for who is going to get that last bye in Class C between the Warriors and the Foxcroft. Foxcroft playing Gardner tonight, and Nokomis is here playing the Hawks, and then they'll play Madomic Valley next week to close out the regular season. So you just have to watch these things play out, but there are some battles within the battles here when you start talking about Crabtree points this late in the season.
Senior night festivities underway here at Pottle Field. Cheerleaders being honored as well, the senior cheerleaders, and then 5 Hermon Hawk football players will be honored here on the turf at Pottle Field. And quite a scene, Ernie. I like how they do things here at Hermon, and they're doing it again tonight. They've got all the players lined up.
Pretty lined up.
On creating a bit of a tunnel there, and the seniors have to walk 40 yards.
You have to walk 40 yards, and these
Get
guys,
flowers.
Hopefully these guys, the underclassmen, will learn how to do it by watching
Yes.
the seniors do it tonight.
So it looks like we have, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 senior cheerleaders.
Okay.
If I have been able to track down everybody, which I think I have, and we have 5 senior football players for the Hawks. So we're going to let the fans, especially the Hermon Hawk fans, take this all in. And as we prepare for this matchup here tonight, I will tell you that high school football on Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. See the Smith brothers in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. And our coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV, also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. And extra value meals are back at McDonald's. And you can check them out at those fine locations of your local family-owned McDonald's. Again, Main Street, Union Street, Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. Good to see the families together here on senior night.
Now, the cheerleaders are all walking out the 40 yards, and I'm just kind of curious as to whether or not the football players will walk the distance.
You know what, Ernie? If it was me, I would be walking out too, because I'd want to suck it all in. I'd want to have all the time to just look around and see my teammates and my coaches and the crowd here at Pottle Field. And
all I know is I'm 100 years old, give or take a couple decades.
All right.
And last year, or was it last year? I think it was last year, I had a chance to be involved in something like this. And I walked the first 20 yards, and I said the heck with it. And I jogged the last.
You went into, really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. I just said, that's enough. I don't want to I don't want to bore the fans.
Show them what I still got.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't fall down. That was key.
That's a good thing.
Balance is one of the first things to go. Yeah.
That's the risk you take.
Yeah. No, I
you
survived
start
that.
trotting like that.
I survived that.
High school football on Ticket TV, also presented by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Heroes is the place to be and the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com.
Yeah, this is our 3rd consecutive senior night here at Hermon High School, and all the events, and largely because of the numbers involved, are slightly different, but all of them done very well. And like you say, you have the walkout for the handshake with the coach and the presentation of a flower, and then getting together at midfield with the family members for photos. It's take care of them in the short term and in the long term, because they'll have those photos for keepsakes as long as they lived, and go back to the alumni outings and talk cheerleading in this case.
Had a senior night at Doyle Field tonight as well. The other game we have on Ticket TV, that game started at 6 p.m., and they are playing late in the first half. 3 minutes left to go in the first half, and Brewer leading Old Town 6-0.
Wow, defensive battle. Matter of fact, Brewer, I believe, travels to Foxcroft next week.
You are correct.
Going back to those Crabtree points and the late season games that may affect how the standings finish.
No, well, your question has been answered.
Yeah, there we go.
Ernie, as at least the first senior football player is trotting towards the coaches.
That was Porter Flanders. The other seniors are Jacob Hulbert, Jacob Merzen, Justin Largay, and Marcus Lee. So as strong as the Hawks are this year, they're going to be strong again next year, just with so many players returning.
This is Jacob Hulbert hitting the 30.
The 40.
Cruising to the 44-yard line. Congratulations to all the seniors being honored here tonight by Hermon High School. Hawks and Warriors coming up. Again, Warriors 4-2. Hermon undefeated at this point. And here's Justin Largay. Where's number 57? But we'll see him in at fullback a time or two for the Hawks.
Yeah, listed as a running back and a linebacker. Hermon coming off a win over Brewer last week over at historic Doyle Field, 36-0. Averaging 32 points a game on offense and allowing 6.7 points per game on defense. The Hawks have allowed only double figures twice this year, 22-16 Week 2 win over Wells, and a 38-14 victory over the Skowhegan Riverhawks from Class B 2 weeks ago right here at Pottle Field.
This is Marcus Lee, listed as a running back, linebacker. Now just 5 seniors. What is it, 50-some players?
I did that math. 54 total on the
players.
roster. So they've
that does not bode well for the rest of Class C.
Certainly doesn't. That's a healthy number in any class.
Returning players.
Yes. Yeah, I get 49 coming back, and I have a feeling there's probably 12 or 15 freshmen that'll be in the program next year, as they've got the youth program rolling here at Hermon High School. Well, Hermon High School and the middle school.
This is Jacob Merzen, offensive lineman, defensive end.
He's one of the leading tacklers on the squad. 13 solo tackles, 15 assists, and 6 tackles for losses.
Gets a hug there from head coach Kyle Gallant. And then it's on to the photo.
Yeah, go find your parents right there in the middle, between the 20 and the 26.
Big night for them, too. You think of all the travel they have done, getting kids to practice and games. And tell you what, these parents are very involved in the whole program. It's a group effort.
Yeah, it's quite a commitment.
This place is decked out.
Well, and what these kids are rewarded with is kind of unbelievable, considering this program didn't exist 15 years ago.
Right. Yep.
And they've got one of the best environments on game night in the state. I guarantee it.
Now we'll get a photo here
group
of the 5 seniors together.
A lot of lineman type.
Good looking group there. Yep. Yeah, a lot of high numbers out there.
That'll be one of the battles here tonight. Both teams pretty strong along the line of scrimmage. We saw Nokomis playing at Brewer and showed off their running game, because you know they're going to run. They've only passed for 115 yards this season. They've rushed for like 1,500. Seth Bowden by himself has somewhere along the lines of 1,000 yards, or at least he's closing in on it. 941 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns on just 114 carries. So these teams will have to watch each other's ground game. And
all right, we are going to take our first break here in the Darlings Auto Group pregame show, and we'll be right back with more, including the rosters for the Warriors and the Hawks. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
Darlings Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darlings Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darlings Kia.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Pottle Fields and the pregame show brought to you by Darlings Auto Group. 4-2 Nokomis taking on 6-0 Hermon here tonight under the lights at Pottle. Our coverage this evening presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And the pregame show and our coverage of high school sports presented by Darlings. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the broadcast booth. Let's take a look at the rosters here, Ernie. We'll start with the visitors from Nokomis and that 4-2 mark. They're led by Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers, veteran coach at this point, been there for 7 or 8 years. Warriors 39 players strong, 9 seniors, 7 juniors, 10 sophomores, and 13 freshmen. And we already mentioned Seth Bowden, number 1 on the roster, and he and Sam Hopkins for Hermon, 2 of the top players in Class C this season. Bowden, pretty good chance to get to 1,000 yards tonight, 941 through the first 6 games, and he's been hard to stop. We saw him have a big night against Brewer on Ticket TV early in the season. Had over 200 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, and that'll be the chore of the Hampton defense to try to keep him in somewhat of check.
Rosters brought to you by UMaine Online. Let's turn our attention to the home team here tonight, the Hermon Hawks, as they continue to get loose.
Yeah, I talked about them. Tonight. Healthy roster, 54 players, but just 5 seniors, 14 juniors, 18 sophomores, and 17 freshmen. And we mentioned Bowden's numbers. Hopkins over 800 yards rushing, has 11 touchdowns, and also one of the leading defenders for Coach Kyle Galland's club. So he'll be a a focus of the attack for the Hawks.
And our coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. Give them a call at 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. We'll take another break here in the pregame show. Back with Ernie's keys to tonight's game, and we're not far away from the opening kickoff between the Warriors and the Hawks on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hermon Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hermon's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hermon's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hermon delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hermon Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
I believe it's sweater weather.
Yep, it's sweater weather.
You know what comes next.
Snow! Zip up and come see our impressive lineup of all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles at Down East Toyota, including the rugged Tundra. Get 2.99% APR for up to 72 months on a 2026 Tundra. Hurry in before the snow flies to get a deal that'll fit you like your favorite sweater. All roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Hermon. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Welcome back to Pottle Field. Two teams being introduced. A replay of the Hawks coming through the big banner there as they get set for tonight's game against the Nokomis Warriors, I should say. Ernie, very quickly, your keys to tonight's game?
Well, Nokomis has to be able to move the football, and they do it 95% on the ground. Hermon knows it. They're going to have 8 or 9 guys in the box to make it difficult, but teams have been trying to do that all year and haven't had that much luck. As far as Hermon, don't make mistakes. No turnovers deep in your own end to give Nokomis a chance to score easy points.
All right, that is going to do it for the Darlings pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the opening kick for you. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Maine Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Maine Trailer. Maine Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Prey's Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Prey's Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Prey's Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer every day guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Prey's Auto Sales, out of Broadway, Bangor.
Back here at Pottle Field, you see the captains meeting with the referee at midfield as we are just a couple of moments away from the opening kickoff in this one. High school football on Ticket TV, presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, they've been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And we're also presented by the Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in Topsom coming up this month. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham, their team is ready to provide Topsom with the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, and sleep better. And we're also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the broadcast booth. We are out amongst the fans here at the 50-yard line. Sydney Hurst on main cam is off to my left. Max Pottle, Isaiah Kennel down in the trailer below us. And we ready to get this one going here tonight, Ernie. We've seen Nokomis once this season. We've seen Hermon a couple of times. You talked about the run game for the Warriors.
Yeah, and the Warriors have to figure out a way to stop all the different weapons that Hermon has displayed this year. led by Sam Hopkins. He also passed the ball effectively. Dylan Yo is a power back, but he's got great speed. You mentioned Justin Loggy is a fullback down around the goal line. And wide receivers to go with it.
All right, Seth Bowden will kick it off. And he's going to drill it into the end zone. So a touchback to get us going here tonight at Pottle Field. Again, our other game on Ticket TV. They are at the break right now, 14-0. Brewer leading Old Town in that one. Another Class C contest. All right, Hawks with the first possession of the evening. Tonight's game here under the lights at Pottle Field, presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning. Others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Ethan Curtis, the quarterback. And great pickup there on first down, all the way up to the 36-yard line. 16-yard pickup there for the Hawks.
Griffin Dutton on the jet sweep right out of the gate.
We saw that a couple of
Turns
times.
to the corner there and almost breaks it, but gets caught from behind there, but still first down yardage for the sophomore.
Yeah, between Hopkins and Dunton, Largay, Curtis, some good skill players, and Yo. And that is Dylan Yo right on cue, and he's into Nokomis territory. Down inside the 40. Looks like they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. 2 plays, 2 first downs for the Hermon Hawks.
24 yards on the game. Just great work by the interior of the Hermon line there to open up a huge hole in the middle. And Yo, who looks like a power back, he's kind of built stockily, but you see the speed that he has when he gets up ahead of steam. And a couple big plays here for the Hawks to open things up.
Dylan shooting right through that hole created by the Hawk offensive line. That is Hopkins in motion. He's going to get the handoff. He's got some room on that left side. He's got a first down as he is wrestled out of bounds across the way. No flags on the play. And the Hawks are 3 for 3. 3 plays, 3 first downs. Take another look here. Plenty of blocking in front.
Get outside. He gets good blocking from the receivers as well once he gets to the outside when they run those wide plays. Gain of 12 on that carry. So we've had gains of 16, 24, and 12 in 3 plays.
Been talking a lot of history, especially last night when the Hermon girls soccer team was playing here at Pottle Field. In the rain. They're making history once again. Here's Yo, and he's going to get tripped up shy of the first down, but a solid pickup on first down. And Sam Hopkins could make some history this year too, Bernie. He's got a shot at 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he's at, I misspoke earlier, he's at 738 right now. But only 68 carries. They do spread the offense out.
If the Hawks have their way, they have this game and 4 others coming up. Early in this one, just a minute 45 into the ball game. Hawks on the march, and it's going to be Yo again getting the call. Looking for a seam, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 here for Hermon. Tonight's game also presented by Praise Auto Sales. Looking for your next ride? Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com today. I'm going to call it 3rd and a long 1. And some push there by that offensive line. Looks like they have plenty for the first down. So they'll move the chains once again on the far sideline. Ball game tonight brought to you by Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Maine Trailer has you covered. Maine Trailer in Hamden and Auburn. Curtis from the shotgun. Hopkins now to his right. Snap a little high. Hand off to Hopkins. Sam breaks it to the outside. He's going to get tripped up inside the 15-yard line.
Either Yo nor Hopkins rarely get stopped by the first contact.
We'll give him 3 on that first down play. 2nd and 7 here for Hermon. Hawks will finish their regular season at Leavitt next week. Got here early, and one of the assistant coaches for the Hawks, Ryan Waning, was already working on that Leavitt game.
Yeah, Leavitt a good team, perennial powerhouse. Pretty young this year, but 4-2 on the season entering this weekend's play.
Dunton wide to the left. Here he comes. He's going to head upfield. Curtis going to roll out to the right, throwing across his body, and the pass is going to come up short. That one was intended for Sam Hopkins.
Yeah, pretty good pressure there by the Nokomis defense. They made contact with Curtis as he was releasing the football.
Yeah, defender right in his face. That was number 2, Kobe Almeida.
Yeah, he's had a good year.
Sophomore linebacker.
He's had a real good year. One of the leading tacklers for the Warriors, and he had a good game against Brewer in the game we had earlier in the season. Got off to a good start defensively in that game that was won by the Warriors.
3rd and 8 from the 14. This is going to be Dunton. Turns it back inside. Looks like he's going to be shy of the first down. Does pick up 6 on that play, so it'll be 4th down and 2 now for the Hawks. Tonight's game brought to you by Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Got the Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard, the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat, or the new Maple Cookie Shake. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor. Hermon Hawk fans getting into it, and they're going to run it inside. And they're going to pick up the first down. Hawks will have the football, 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line. Yeah, I guess going to put it right down on the 5. First down and goal from the 5.
Justin Largy, the short yardage specialist for the Hawks with that carry, picked up 3.
And into the end zone is Largay. From the 5-yard line, Justin Largay takes it into the end zone for a Hawks touchdown, and they lead at 6-0.
Well, that's a pretty solid drive. Got started with some big plays, but just grinding out the final 30 yards or so against a fairly resilient Nokomis defense, but no stopping the Hawks as they march 80 yards.
And the impressive freshman kicker on, Ethan Garner, for the extra point.
80 yards and 11 plays.
There's the holder, and the kick a line dry, but it's through the uprights. And it's 7-0 Hawks.
Garner now 21 of 24 on extra points, and he's got a 30-yard field goal to boot. Again, just a freshman.
80-yard drive for the Hermon Hawks. It culminates with this rush here by Largay as he plows his way into the end zone for 6. High school football on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Still 14-0 Brewer. They're just a couple of minutes into the second half. We may tap into that football game at Doyle Field. As we move along in this one. Old Town getting on the board in that game. First possession of the second half, so it's now 14-6. So the Warriors with their first possession. They're going to have good field position here. They will start at their own 43.
Nokomis relies on a 1-2 running back punch of Seth Bowden and Stephon Ross. Ross, number 10.
It's Bowden on the move. Ross gets the call, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a half yard. Give him about a half yard on that first down run. Our game tonight also brought to you by Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals. This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals. Bring the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemaine.com. And now the pitch to Bowden. Bowden turns it upfield. Standing tall. And he's got a first down into Hermon territory. It's not hard to pick out Seth Bowden out there on the field, wearing number 1 in white with the jersey.
Probably the tallest kid out there for Nokomis. What I found interesting that the entire Hermon defense was within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage on that play. That's probably the way they'll be most of the night.
Right. All right, 1st and 10 now from the Hawk 46. Bowden again on the move. He's going to be the leading blocker here. And Ross will run behind him, but not much there. Ross gets thrown back. Forward progress will get him to the 45. It's a 1-yard gain on that first down play. Second down and 9 coming up here for the Warriors. 5:20 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Hawks. Another big crowd here at Pottle Field. Senior night for Hermon. Bowden's going to get the call again. There's a blocker in front, but some penetration there by the Hawks, and they swarm Bowden under. And he's going to gain about 4 yards on that second down play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 here for the Warriors.
As big as Bowden is, or as tall as Bowden is, he's pretty quick getting to the corner, and it's just a question of Hermon matching him with numbers on the outside, which he did a pretty good job of there and held him to that 4-yard gain.
And he's able to get a running start on many of these plays as he moves in motion.
Yeah, both teams use that to great success.
And Bowden, they're going to fake it to him, and the Warriors are going to pass the football, and Ross is going to make the catch. And it's going to be good enough for a first down. Catch made along the far sideline at the 35-yard line. So the Warriors showing some diversity in their offensive attack here tonight.
Yeah, Gabe Layton, the quarterback, entered the game 9 completions and 16 attempts for the season, 1 interception, 115 yards, and then Bowden 1 of 5 for 17 yards, and that was the extent of the passing offense for the Warriors through their 4-2 start.
All right, 1st and 10 for Nokomis from the Hermon 35. Tonight's game brought to you by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules. Office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or visit the Autumn of Life Facebook page.
I don't know if we got an injury or an issue with a chain over there. See one of the chains on the ground just being picked up now. I think we're okay.
I guess some duct tape if they need it.
That's all. That's all they need. Probably Nokomis had some if they needed it.
All right, here's Bowden again, and he's going to be dropped. Like Largay might have got a piece of him down low, and then somebody else finished up high.
A little counter action there for Bowden some good early blocks, but Hampton got through it and then stood up.
Largay was down there low.
Yep. Bowden got stood up after a short gain. Call it 3.
Ball down to the 32. Tonight's game brought to you by Angelo's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, come to Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor and Hamden. Here's the pitch to Ross. He's got some running room, still going, and all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Well-designed play, and the Warriors executed it to perfection.
Yeah, little quick flip behind, and then look at the acceleration once the turn is made.
Oh, yeah.
Just goes. Inside the 15. Going to mark it at the 9.
Dropped his shoulders at the very end to get that extra yard or two.
Gain of 23 for Ross.
First and goal now for the Warriors. They go back to Bowden. Bowden lunging forward. And he'll get 4 or 5. Looks like he's down to the 4-yard line. So it'll be second and goal from the 4. 5-yard pickup there for Seth. Game this evening also brought to you by Black Fly Coffee. Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and more at 107 Maine Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Gabe Layton, a senior quarterback, is going to take it himself. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Warriors. So Hermon, an 80-yard drive on the first possession of the night. They put 7 up on the board. Warriors respond.
8 plays, 57 yards. Took about 4 minutes off the clock, 4.5 minutes.
7 rushes, 1 pass, 1 key pass for a first down. All right, now Warriors looking for the extra point here. It's going to be Jacob Steiner, senior, on for the extra point. Listed as a tight end and defensive end. The kick is end over end, and it's going to be wide left. Low kick, and it went to the left of that left upright, so the Warriors denied on the extra point, but they do jump right back into this one against the Hawks. It's now 7-6 Hermon. And as we look at the touchdown, oh no, this is the Foss play
by Ross.
Ross, excuse me.
23 yards, and he just sped up, showed great speed there. And then, of course, everybody's expecting Ross or Bowden to carry the ball.
Look at the push.
And it was just the middle of the offensive line winning the battle there. Thought that would be a good matchup between the two forces at the line of scrimmage, and we've seen that so far as both teams have gone down the field against the opposing defense and scored.
All right, so the Warriors will be kicking off now. Game brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer for homestyle cooking, homemade desserts, and an experience-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at the CoachHouseRestaurant.com. Bowden the kickoff. This one is low. Bounding across the turf, picked up at about the 18-yard line. And up across the 30 are the Hawks. And that was Dunton on the return. All right, let's, we got a bid here. Let's check in on that game over at Doyle Field with the Witches leading the Old Town Coyotes. We'll do that in just a second. There we go. Chance to watch 2 games, Ernie, now on Ticket TV at once.
I tried that 4-screen deal they have one time, and I used it for about 20 seconds. Just too much going on. 2 was different. I probably handle that.
Yeah. All right, Hawks looking to answer. This is Dunton, and what do we got, a loose ball? Nokomis saying they have the football. Let's see what the call is. And yes, indeed, a turnover here for the Hermon Hawks is going to give the Warriors great field position.
See if we can see who got it here on the replay.
Might have been blocked here by the sideline.
Yeah. This is the third time they've run this jet sweep already in this game.
You see, he was backing, got hit from behind there, went down.
Knocked it out. Yeah, it's just hard to tell who got it. But it was the Warriors, and Nokomis off to a great start here.
Let's go see how far that went to see who came up with a football. Somebody came out of there with a football. So the Hawks right back at it on the offensive side. Bowden. Small gain there of 1. Second down and 9 coming up for Nokomis. I think from the trailer that
Jacob Steiner.
The word from the trailer is it was Jacob Steiner with the recovery. .120 on the clock here at Pottle Field. This is going to be Ross. Ross breaks it to the outside, lunges forward. He's down close to the 25-yard line.
Nokomis not doing a lot running in the middle. They're getting to the outside with either the pitch or the quick run here. But
another first down for Nokomis.
Yes, having some great success here. Ross coming off a big game last week, too. Had well over 100 yards rushing, 124 yards, as a matter of fact, on 14 carries, including a 54-yard run in the fourth quarter as Nokomis pulled away from Old Town. Competitive game, 42-26, that final.
Layden under center, turns, hands it off to Ross. Ross, little jump cut there as he get close to the line. He'll get a few, about 4 yards on that first down play. Second down and 6. Tonight's game brought to you by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Hermon. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks with over 3 decades of experience. Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 989-6322. And that is going to do it for the first quarter of action. Got a good one going here right now. Hermon Hawks on senior night leading Nokomis 7-6 after the first quarter. We'll be right back with second quarter action. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $625. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Back at Pottle Field, you see the score at the end of the first quarter, 7-6. Hermon with the lead over the Nokomis Warriors. Warriors with the football here. And Stephon Ross fighting hard. For every yard, takes it down to the 17 of Hermon. And it's going to be third down, about 1. Tonight's game brought to you by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now at umaine.edu/online.
43 yards rushing for Ross already, is using Bowden as a bit of a decoy at times. That was Bowden who got hit behind the line of scrimmage, but dragged a tackler forward to get the first down. Probably spotted about the 13.
Well, Nokomis showing their strength up front here on these 2 drives.
Yeah, 75 yards rushing already. Played just 13 minutes.
It's Carr in motion. He's going to lead the way for Ross, and Ross is going to cruise his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. 13-yard jaunt there for Stephon Ross. And Nokomis now leads this one 12-7.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he hold that ball out kind of
like a loaf of bread?
Yeah, get to about the 5-yard line and just reached for the end zone. And
I know he had a stiff arm out there.
Fortunately, he didn't lose it. But chance here for the.
Now, you know, Ernie, this is National Bread Day.
Well, it was a loaf of bread.
That was an honor.
Exactly what it was. We got a different kicker, I think. Number 2, that's Almeida, isn't it?
Yes. Kobe Almeida.
Oh, off the post.
He is going to get drilled. He ends up on his backside, and the kick, again low, off the left foot of Almeida, hits the crossbar. So the Nokomis Warriors having some difficulty with the extra points, but fortunately for them, they've had 2 opportunities. 10:48 left to go here in the first half. Nokomis leading it. Here's the run by Ross. We can take a look. I don't know if that was a stiff arm. He put the right arm. He had the ball in the left hand.
Okay.
Here's the extra point.
Didn't really hit anybody. That one wasn't sure it was going to get there, and then it got to the crossbar and no farther. Still, great start for the Warriors, capitalizing on the turnover. Marching 36 yards on that drive.
High school football. Excuse me, Ernie, brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, the original Redemption Center of Old Town for over 30 years. They are family owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887.
I can figure out the yardage on these drives pretty quickly. It takes a second or two to count the plays.
I'm not sure why they don't let Bowden try an extra point. Based upon how he can kick the football.
Yeah,
That's
really.
the second time tonight he's put it in the end zone for a touchback. You rarely see that in Maine high school football.
Guess they want to give him a little bit of a rest on the extra point, but
Won't be time.
Those are points that are you're not getting. I'll see how the Hawks respond here. They haven't trailed much here at all this season, really. I know they trailed in their first game of the year, or tied 6-6 late in the game against Foxcroft. I think they might have trailed Wells as well, but since then it's been Hawks on a roll.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Hermon Hawks from their own 20-yard line. And they're going to give it to Sam Hopkins, and some penetration there by the Warrior defense. And they're going to hold Sam to not much there, maybe a loss or maybe no gain. Looks like he got back to the 20 with the forward progress. Made a little bit out of nothing there, did Sam Hopkins, showing some good fight.
And Nokomis is doing a pretty good job of getting to the corners on these wide plays, which is a credit to the interior line holding up their end of the bargain on the inside.
High school football brought to you by UMaine Athletics, Black Bear Nation. It is football season, of course. Hockey season as well. Basketball season right around the corner. Upcoming for Maine football, a week from tomorrow, it'll be homecoming at UMaine. The Black Bears will be hosting Elon. You can get your tickets by calling 581-BEAR or by going to goblackbears.com/tickets. Second down play. Nets a couple, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8 here for Hermon.
Yo on the inside handoff, but not much doing.
About 9.5 left to go in the first half. We're also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Curtis, clap of the hands. He's going to fire it downfield. Nice looking spiral, and that should be a flag. Defender was not looking back at the football.
No.
No flag.
Yeah, Connor McAlpine going deep. Ball a little bit underthrown. There's a defensive back.
I guess he looked back at the last second.
Did look back at the very last second, but couldn't tell if there was where the contact was there. No call, and the Hawks going to be forced to punt.
Dunton will punt. Hermon, don't know how many punts they've had this season, but sure it hasn't been a ton, relatively speaking. Dunton angles it out of bounds. Ball was on the 22, and Nokomis is going to have it on their own 44.
Getting good field position for the Warriors. You mentioned Bowden's 2 kicks into the end zone. Hermon's had to start out the 20 both times, but the drives for Nokomis to score, the most recent one 36 after the turnover, and the first one was in the 50s.
34-yard net on that punt by Dunton.
57 yards, touchdown drives of 57 and 36.
All right, Warriors feeling their oats a little bit here, leading 12-7 in enemy territory. 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Layton's going to give it to Carr. Carr breaks one tackle. He's got a first down. He's still going. He'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And this rushing attack of Nokomis certainly giving the Hawks some difficulty.
Yeah, you know it's coming, but it's fairly diversified. This Carr getting his first carry. 17 on that play. Carr's first carry of the night.
First and 10. Layton gives to Bowden. Bowden straight ahead. He breaks a tackle, and he goes flying inside the 30-yard line. That'll be good for another first down. And the Warriors right now chewing up that Hermon defense. This was...
Yeah, they've got the whole defense up there ready to play the run, but Jake Rogers doing a pretty good job of mixing it up in terms of who's getting the ball and the assortment of plays.
Let's see if they come to this side. They're working that left side hard. And they're going to stay on that left side. Ross bounces it out there. And he'll be brought down, but not before. He's got 5 or 6. Our game this evening also brought to you by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer at 20 South Main Street in Brewer that is proud to offer products from right here in the Pine Tree State. Still 14-6 Brewer over Old Town at Doyle Field. They're in the fourth quarter, about 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go there.
By the Old Town front. Cameron getting back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Give you some sound from that
by
Brewer
number 55 of Old Town, Michael Carroll, and they try to sneak one of the.
Now back to the action here. Bowden the call, and he answers it with a first down. This is unfamiliar territory here for the Hermon Hawks.
Certainly
They
is.
are reeling a bit here defensively. Credit that offensive line and some hard running by Bowden, Ross, Carr, and even Layton on a touchdown.
Indeed.
All right, first and 10 from the 12. And Ross gets a few before he's turned back. I say a few, give him 5. Warriors now inside the 10-yard line. Our game also brought to you by Orono and Callis IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orono IGA and Callis IGA. They appreciate the support of their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orono and Callis IGAs are hometown proud. And Bowden slipped on the turf there, went down. And college and high school football, that will deaden the play. I guess no gain on that carry on second down. So still 5 yards to go for a first down. Ball in the 7. Layton back to the huddle with the play.
This is obviously 4-down territory for Nokomis based on their inability to kick the extra point.
Carr in motion. Here's Ross, and some penetration there by the Hawks. Ross is going to be short of the first down as he is banged out of bounds. Looks like he picked up a couple there, maybe 3.
Wound up getting a couple 3, but that initial penetration kind of blew that play up and allowed the rest of the Hermon defense to get out to the end to make the tackle.
I guess only one.
4th down play from about the, 6?
Big play here for both teams. Our game brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them first, check them often. Do Green, sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. All right, we got a break in the action here. The timeout called by the Warriors. 5:35 left to go in the first half. Nokomis leading it 12-7. Let's do the school profile here, Ernie. We'll take a look at
we can do that.
Nokomis Regional.
Nokomis Regional High School, enrollment 634. Athletic Administrator Simon Elias to the principal Wayne Prescott. First year after replacing Mary Netto. Warriors, the mascot. Did you know Newport originally was called East Pond before adopting its current name in 1814? Did not know that.
And for Hermon High School,
567, the enrollment. Rick Sinclair, the athletic administrator. Brian Walsh, the principal for the Hawks. And did you know Levant was once home to several working mills, a sawmill, a mill for boards, shingles, clapboard, laths, plus a grist mill.
Here's the play. Layton looking for the end zone. Wobbly pass. It's up there, deflected. And pass is incomplete, and Hermon will take over on downs. Got to remember this play coming at the 5:28 mark.
This ball hit the hands of 3 different Nokomis Warriors, 2 of them in the air. 1, 2, and then the ball got to the ground, and there's a 3rd Warrior there that just missed making the catch off the ground, but great defense by the Hawks, and that was big play for them, perhaps a momentum changer as they finally stop the Nokomis offense.
Ross had a couple of shots at it. Good defense, though, by the Hawks as they turn back the Warriors, who were looking to extend their lead. And Hawks keep it on the ground, looking for some breathing room. And might have had a late hit there. Personal foul against Nokomis.
Yeah, late hit. Well, that's a change. That gives
there's some breathing room.
A little bit of field position there. See who carried that?
I want to say it was Hopkins. I think it was Hopkins.
Okay.
Thought I saw 6.
First penalty of the game.
We'll take that.
Certainly the Hawks will, up to the 24. So gain of 3 on the run.
Ball at 24 after the penalty. Curtis is going to give it to Sam Hopkins. Hopkins has some room to work with, and he's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup there for Sam.
Yeah, good block here by Griffin Dutton on the outside. You see him coming in from the outside there and gets on Bowden, and just enough room to keep him from getting to Hopkins until he picks up 16 yards and another first down.
Hawks to the line of scrimmage. Dunton wide to the left. Full backfield here for the Hawks. And they're going to give it to Largay. And Largay, like a bulldozer, across the 45.
Moving the pile right there. Justin Largay behind that offensive line.
47-yard line. Pickup of 7 there for Justin.
Hawks haven't had the ball all that much.
Old Town Coyotes back on the board. Looked like Ethan Clausen with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, here at Hermon, Hawks will pick up the first down on the ground. It's going to be Sam Hopkins. Let's take a quick look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Again, we have that game going on Ticket TV right now. Old Town at Brewer. Final regular season game on Ticket TV coming up on Tuesday. Brewer girls at Bangor in girls soccer action. And then it's on to the postseason, Ernie. After that, we'll have quarterfinal, semifinal action for you. Dunton on the move. He goes one way. Yo goes straight upfield. Dylan Yo down inside the 25. And the Hawks are rolling once again.
Hawks using that jet sweep motion as a counter play of sort, with Dutton going to the right in motion, and then the handoff coming back to the left to Yo. Big gain inside the 25. Gain of 22 there by Dylan Yo.
Hawks feeling it again, marching down the field. And again, they go inside. It's Yo. And gets lifted off the ground there at the tail end of that run. He's inside the 20. Down to about the 18-yard line. Brewers defense did stop Old Town in their 2-point attempt, so the Witches leading 14-12 with 4:40 left to go at Doyle Field.
In the fourth quarter now, right?
Fourth quarter,
yeah.
Yes. Ethan Curtis from the shotgun. There goes Dunton again. This time they're going to give the football to Griffin. Breaks a tackle. Slices his way between a couple of other Warrior defenders. Good pickup. Good enough for a first down.
Second effort on the part of Griffin Dutton there. Looked like he was in some trouble as he reached the corner, but cut back a little bit to the inside and just muscled his way for a new set of downs.
2 minutes left here in this first half. Another big crowd on hand. Hawks hoping to host a couple of other games here in the postseason. This is the final regular season game at Pottle Field. This is going to be Sam Hopkins. And he dives down to the 5.
A little slow developing, but finally cut inside and shot the gap and gets inside the 10 at about the...
Got 7.
Yep, at about the 7, 6?
5.
5, okay. Yeah. Gain of 7 there.
You were dancing around it, Ernie.
I was like those,
you're
all
right
those football players before the game.
You were right there. That's right. We had a lot of dancing happening. And here's Dylan Yo dancing his way into the end zone. Give the Hawks 6 more. They've got the lead back. It's now 13-12 Hermon.
94 yards on that drive. 9 plays and 1 big penalty against Nokomis.
A little over 10 yards per play for the Hawks on that drive.
Well, they had the first play. Nokomis had the first play of that drive snuffed out, but the 15-yard penalty.
Extra points have been an issue for the Warriors. Ooh, low snap, but Garner got it away. Great job there by Curtis to get that football upright. As the snap was low, and Garner drills another one. And the Hawks now lead it by 2. So we got a 14-12 score here, Ernie. Hermon on top. And Brewer leading Old Town in our other game 14-12. Here's a look at the touchdown run by Dylan Yo. And Garner, see the low snap? Curtis got it upright, and Garner drilled it. Reminder, you can follow us on social media. Everything Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Ticket TV, on X at 929 The Ticket, on Facebook at 92.9 The Ticket, and 929 The Ticket on Instagram as well. And don't forget TikTok, Ernie. Sportsnet Maine. Sportsnet Maine on TikTok.
Can't forget that.
Garner, a little pooch kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 30. Nokomis is going to have very good field position once again. I think that's Carr on the return of about 15 yards.
Jeff Carr with the return.
It was Jeff Carr. Easy catch there for number 5. And a decent return.
Well, let's see what Nokomis does here. Don't throw the ball very much. There's 2 attempts tonight. See if they will look to throw the ball, if they just try to get the ball wide to Bowden or Ross.
59 seconds left. It's going to be Ross. Ross still running, still going. He's got the first down, I believe, yes.
Too, yes.
So the clock will stop with 50.3 up on the board. Tonight's game brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Hermon or at bangortire.com.
Gain of 10 on that first down play.
Nokomis looking to get the momentum back. Late in the quarterback. Bowden on the move. They pitch it to Seth. Seth slowed down, and he's going to turn what could have been a loss there into a short gain of about 3.
Well, and the big thing he did was get out of bounds, although the clock kept running. And now we get a timeout. Maybe he didn't get out of bounds.
36.8 left to go. Maybe we can check in on that Brewer game here while we have the timeout just before the half, as they are in the final 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, Brewer trying to end a 4-game losing streak after getting off to a 2-0 start.
Check in with Tyler Cruz, who has that game.
2nd and 10 here.
Which is with the football.
In motion, Brody Muncie. Muncie's going to throw it. He's got a man down there. There are 2 Coyotes. Let's see who comes up with it, and it is incomplete. A little trickery for the Witches. They tried the jet sweep to Brody Muncie. Muncie looking for his senior classmate and Cooper Charette down the field. Charette covered by 2 Coyotes. Nobody able to come up with that one. So we'll have a 3rd and 10 here.
Muncie to Cooper Charette, incomplete. 3rd down, Brewer.
All right, incomplete pass there for the Witches. So 3rd and 10 for Brewer. Old Town trying to get that football back. 36.8 seconds on the clock. Ross in the backfield gets the pitch. Blockers in front, full head of steam. There he goes. He's going to be stopped at about the 30-yard line. First down for the Warriors. They have 1 timeout left. Had to use one earlier in this first half as they hustle to get set up. Here's Layton. Short pass, caught, and ducking out of bounds is going to be Ross to stop the clock. 3-yard completion. Be 2nd down and 7 for Nokomis. Whether playing or just watching, football can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Maine Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. And not much there for Seth Bowden.
Seth Bowden with the carry.
And Nokomis will use their final timeout with 10.5 seconds on the clock.
Good stop there by the defense of Hermon as Nokomis tried to go in the opposite direction, or at least opposite side of the field on that play after running with great success to their left, to its left, for several plays to get down inside the 30. Not much there. Now we have 3rd and 8, and seems like Nokomis may have to take a shot at the end zone here through the air because they're run out of timeouts, just 10.5 seconds left in the first half.
High school football brought to you in part by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning for over 30 years. Bangor's best dry cleaners. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. All right, 10 seconds left. No timeouts left. And some trickery here, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Don't know if Ross was going to toss it or he was going to try to run with it. Let's take another look at it. Pass was low from Layton.
Well, the pass was forward, so
yep,
he wouldn't have been able to do much other than try to run, but there are actually a couple defenders over there specifically assigned to him, which is going to make things difficult. One more play now. You gotta throw it deep now.
Ball at the 28-yard line. This might be the last gasp here for the Warriors in the first half. Layton under duress now can float it down towards the end zone, but it's going to be picked off by the Hawks. And running upfield with it, I think the interception was by Owen Lang, number 11. As we look at it, pressure coming, Layton retreating. It's away from the pressure there, and then has some momentum behind that pass, left it short of the end zone. And the pickoff by Lang. And that will do it for the first half of action. Coming up next, it is the Furniture Gallery halftime show. We'll have highlights, stats, and much more coming your way. 14-12, our score at the half with the Hermon Hawks leading the Nokomis Warriors. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Halftime score, the Hermon Hawks leading the Nokomis Warriors 14-12 in Class C action here at the Pottle Complex. Under the lights at Pottle Fields, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the broadcast booth, and it's time for the halftime show. The halftime show presented by the Furniture Gallery. And we begin our halftime show as we always do. Do we have any fans on fan cam? There they are. We have all kinds of fans. That is always the case here at Pottle Field. Fan cam presented by Maine Athletics. Another big turnout here tonight for Hermon Hawk football. Hawks a test here in this first half, leading by just 2 against the 4-2 Nokomis Warriors. Hermon seeking their 7th win against no defeats here in 2026. Also, where a lot of those fans are standing, Ernie, just to the left of that. Now, they do it right here at Hermon in so many ways. It is a very comprehensive effort and a lot of people contributing to it, but their concession stand is number 1.
Yes.
Like, it's not even close.
Yes,
they've got a full setup in there.
Full facility.
And they were grilling burgers out back, and I just want to give credit to the fine work down there. I may have got something free too, but last week
you could be bought. Everybody's got a price.
No, but last week without any gifts, I gave them.
You were
equally
well. You were almost equally as impressed.
That's right. Even more so tonight. All right, so fan cam again brought to you by Maine Athletics. Let's get our halftime show moving on to the next step, and that would be the Next Home Experience halftime highlights. And as I said, Ernie, a very entertaining and competitive first half.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen too many competitive games here at Pottle Field this year, at least the ones we've done, but Hermon goes down and scores on his first possession, driving 11 plays and 80 yards with Loggy scoring on the 5-yard run, and the extra point kick by Garner made it 7-0 early, but here come the Warriors right back. Stephen Ross, the big gain there, deep into Hermon territory. 23-yard gain to the 9. And 2 plays later, the quarterback on a sneak. Really did sneak, fooled the defense. Scored from 4 yards out. The kick is no good. And Hermon clinging to a 7-6 lead. Next possession for Hermon. First play, it's a fumble as Griffin Dent loses control of the ball, recovered by Kobe Almeida of Nokomis, and they have the ball back, drove it down the field, scored early in the second quarter. That's Ross from 13 yards out. Different place kicker, not a different result, 12-7 Nokomis. And here's Nokomis on a 4th down play trying to get into the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Good defense there, and Hermon gets the ball back at his 6-yard line. There was a penalty on Nokomis for a late hit, and then this is at the end of the half, final play of the half, as Nokomis is throwing from about the 30-yard line, trying to get something out of its last possession into the end zone, but Owen Lang with the interception.
Let's go to the Brewer game.
Rolling left. He's got space. He's looking end zone, and he's got it. Ethan Clausen with the last-second touchdown with 55 seconds left puts the Coyotes up 18-14 with his legs, as he's done all night. 3 rushing touchdowns for Ethan Clausen. That one taking the snap, faking it to the ball carrier, rolling left. He had 2 options there. If he wanted Tommy King, he could have had him, but sneaks right into the end zone for the touchdown. Good block there by King. Good play call there, because if there's one man between 2 Coyotes, if they choose to cover King, Clausen walks it in like he did. If they attack Clausen, he can float it right back up to King.
That was
Old Town looking for the extra point to give them a 5-point lead.
From the 10, Ernie.
Wow. But that whole side was open, basically, either for a wide receiver, for a pass, but Ethan Clausen, now a veteran quarterback for the Coyotes, took the safe route, just carried it in, and Old Town leads for the first time tonight.
18-14 the score at Doyle Field. Ernie, what do you have for numbers in the halftime recap?
It's 14-12 in favor of Hermon. Nokomis, 177 yards of total offense, 91 yards rushing for Ross on 12 carries, 56 yards rushing on 10 carries for Bowden. And, of course, the touchdown run by Leighton, the quarterback. 2 of 5 passing for 9 yards with an interception. So 168 yards on 24 carries. So they're averaging pretty good per carry average there. And 9 yards passing. And the 1 turnover on the interception by Nokomis. For the Hermon Hawks, they have 157 yards of total offense, all on the ground. 8 carries, 70 yards for Dylan Yo. 6 carries, 42 yards for Sam Hopkins. Leading the way, Griffin Dutton, 4 carries, 27 yards. 2 passes, no completions. Again, 18 carries, 157 yards. 1 fumble lost by the Hawks, so 1 turnover apiece in the game. And we got a tight one here, 14-12 at the half.
Yes, we do. All right, we will take a time out here. We'll come back. We'll get the latest on that game in Brewer, and we will look forward to half number 2 here at Pottle Field. 2-point lead for the Hawks. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
Unfortunately,
life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Welcome back to Pottle Fields and the halftime show brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. And they are in the final 50 seconds. We've got some extra time here at Pottle Field, so we're going to take you to our second game of the night happening at Doyle Field. Brewer had led throughout, but Old Town a late touchdown inside 1 minute left to go, and now the Coyotes an 18-14 lead. Brewer with the football.
Carson Terrio, the tailback. Rolling to his right is Wall. He's going to find his man. That's Brody Muncie. Muncie makes a few men miss, and he is going to get down at about the 40-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 39. So we'll be a yard short of that first down. He did get out of bounds, though, so the clock does stop. 2nd down and 1 here. Ball on the 39-yard line. Brewers 61 yards to go. They're able to save a timeout there because Muncie did get out of bounds. Smart play by the senior. Eli Wall, the quarterback. Tailback. Carson Terrio, another 4 wide receiver set. Oh, Old Town brings the blitz. They bring the pressure. Wall able to get rid of it. That's an incomplete pass, but that Old Town front able to break right through, and we're going to get a penalty. We're going to get a late flag again in these last 2 minutes. 36 seconds left to go, but a late flag comes out. We'll see who this one is against. It was 2nd and 1, and it looks like we are moving this one back about 5 yards. Intentional grounding. They're going to call it intentional grounding, so that'll be ruled a sack.
He didn't have everybody over there. It was just 2 guys from.
And that'll be 3rd and 10 now for Brewer. 36 seconds left to go. Intentional grounding the call.
Wow.
So Brewer with a 3rd and long in 4-down territory. 36 seconds left. And that big play, opening play by Brody Muncie, practically wiped off. Eli Wall, the quarterback, 4 wide receivers. Next to him, Carson Terrio, the freshman running back. Wall takes the drop back. Old Town bringing the pressure, and Wall brought down for the sack. That's 57 and 75 for Old Town. We'll credit Donovan Davis and Josh Wolferts for bringing in the pressure in there, as this defensive front has bothered the Witches all day long, especially when they drop back to pass.
Timeout, Brewer.
And a 3-touchdown half for Old Town in the second half has them in position for a big comeback victory here. 27 seconds remaining. Brewer calls a timeout. They have 1 left. 4th and 18. Ball is on the 23-yard line. Obvious passing situation, and on those, Old Town has brought the pressure. We'll see what they do here. Brewer's going to have to get this one out early, is Eli Wall, because that Old Town defensive front has been in the backfield a lot this second half. And I know he's the running back, and they've really handed the ball off, but the one guy who's been able to make a lot of people miss so far for Brewer, Carson Terrio. 4th and 17. Ball on the 23. Brewer needs to get to the 40-yard line to pick up the first down and extend their drive. 4 wide receiver set. Terrio next to Eli Wall. Wall takes the snap. 4-man rush for Old Town, and Wall throws a pick. That is picked off by 55. That's Michael Carroll for Old Town, and that is going to seal the game. 19 seconds left, and Ethan Clausen can kneel it down when he gets in, and the Old Town Coyotes are leaving Brewer with an 18-point comeback victory, 18 straight points in the second half, 3 touchdowns by Ethan Clausen, and the Old Town Coyotes are going to walk out of here with a comeback victory. This game brought to you by Mainly Auto. Is your car still living in the night?
All right, there you go. Some happy Coyotes as they're going to pick up the come-from-behind win against Brewer, who led for about 99% of that game there at Doyle Field. But Old Town hanging around, picking up some late scores, and the interception to seal it there for the Coyotes. They'll improve to 3-4. Brewer will fall to 2-5.
That's a good win for Old Town. They were 0-3 to start the season, so they've won 3 out of their last 4 games. And
new head coach Dave Gross
pretty much clinched themselves a playoff spot with that win.
Meanwhile, here at Pottle Field, we've got a good one as well. 14-12, the home team. The Hawks with the lead, and another pooch kick here. Oh, and that's going to be off of the Warriors and into the hands of the Hermon Hawks. We got their 27 on the recovery. That is Tommy Largay, just a freshman, coming up with that loose football. So I've been questioning the pooch kicks, Ernie, but there, it worked perfectly.
The Nokomis player ran up to it along the sideline, couldn't get to it, and essentially kicked it forward. And at that point, it's a free ball, and all the momentum is on Hermon's side as they know exactly where it's going. They can see it as they run down the field, and Largy comes up with the second turnover of the game against Nokomis, and now it's Hermon in business to start the second half with great field position.
Sam Hopkins bouncing it outside, now cutting it back inside, and he's brought down around the ankles and maybe just short of first down yardage, but solid pickup on the first play from scrimmage for the Hawks here in half number 2. It's going to be a 9-yard gain there for Sam. 2nd and 1 for the Hawks. Tonight's game brought to you by Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007. Now with 2 great locations just across the street here on Route 2 in Hermon and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield.
It's a great place to put that kickoff, though. Put it in between the lines and try to get it to the ground at least and make it difficult to come up with.
Dylan Yo has the first down, dives forward to the 25. May put it at the 26. Let's see. No, not going to be at the 25.
Gain of 7 and a first down.
Dylan, one of those guys who's always falling forward.
Yeah. And he's falling forward at pace, too, because his speed doesn't seem tremendous compared to, say, Hopkins in the open field, but, boy, he gets the job done. And, again, Good blocking at the line of scrimmage. Sets it
Deceptive
all up.
speed. And here he is again, this time showing speed from the get-go and then power at the end of that play.
Yeah, counter play, and he's not getting touched until he's beyond the line of scrimmage, which is always good for the running back. Again, credit to the line.
Picks up 5. Tonight's game brought to you by AM Construction and Roofing. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 on referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote from AM Construction and Roofing. Dunton in motion. Curtis rolling right, wobbly pass, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Great diving attempt there by Sam Hopkins, but that would not have counted.
Now, pretty good pressure by the Nokomis as Curtis rolled to his right. Couldn't really set up to make the pass. Threw it on the run, but safely out of bounds to maintain the possession here.
Sam would have had to turn into Gadget.
Oh,
Remember
boy.
Gadget?
Yes, I do.
He could have extended and kept his feet in bounds, or 1 foot in bounds.
I'd have pulled a muscle in my back just watching that if he'd have been able to pull off that move. 2 down territory here for the Hawks.
Hopkins on the move. Curtis, quick fire, and he misfires. Lang had some room there, but Curtis was under pressure.
Yeah, I think he might have been hit again just as he was. There he is as he's releasing the ball. He didn't see it where it went.
Yeah, he's
Curtis
thinking it was way over to the sideline, but he's feeling a little pain after that hit. Tonight's game also brought to you by Doors Equipment Company, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com.
It's a big play for the Nokomis defense here. The team has been dealt a blow with the early turnover here, and to be able to stop Hermon and keep him from establishing a bigger lead would be a big thing if they can do it here.
Again, Curtis rolling to his right, throwing across his body. He's got a man. It's going to be Lang. Where will they spot it? It's going to be first down. It's going to be a first down. Good job there by Lang to get to that marker.
Boy, very close, but he did make it.
And a good tackle there by Jeff Carr.
By inches.
At Hillside Athletics, they are passionate about sports, and they feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. They give it to Hopkins. Hopkins weaving, now slicing his way through the defense before he's brought down. Ball's going to be inside the 10, down to about the 8. Oh, we got a penalty and we got a hold
on
against
the Hawks. Yep.
Hermon, so that's going to set them back. High School Sports on Ticket TV also brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com.
First penalty of the night against Hermon. Nokomis with just 1 penalty as well, although that was a key one in the second quarter.
All right, the Hawk offensive line digs in here. First and 10 from the 26 now.
Should be first and 20.
I was going to say, I was looking at the scoreboard, who has not updated. First and 20 from the 26. That's Yo, and he'll get it down to the 15. Oh, they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 17.
Pretty good gain on first down there, though, by Yo. Went to the outside that time. There's a lot of his running straight up the middle. Got to get in just inside the 5 for the first down.
Curtis gives it to Yo, and Dillon straight ahead to pay dirt, and the Hawks extend their lead. They've got an 8-point advantage over Nokomis. 20-12 our score here at Pottle Field.
Good job by Curtis of making that handoff as Nokomis' defensive front got in there and nearly disrupted it. But once Yo got the ball ahead of steam, and he was gone. His second touchdown of the night.
So it's still a 1-score game. Ethan Garner trying to make it a 2-score game with this extra point. Ball down, kick is up, it is strong, and it is good. Ethan Garner, 3 for 3 here tonight. And the Hermon Hawks now lead it by 9.
Nice job there by Hermon of presenting themselves the opportunity with the
Here's
squib
what
kick.
started it, that little pooch kick.
That's the squib kick. Went off the Nokomis player back toward Hermon, and number 27, young Largy. Tommy, a freshman running back and linebacker, made the recovery, and Hermon shook off a holding penalty on that march to get it in. It was 59 yards on the drive, 8 plays.
So Hermon scored first, then Nokomis a couple of scores. Hermon the last 2 scores, and now it's time for the Warriors to try to answer here against the Hawks. Let's see what Garner has in mind here. This is going to be a low line drive kick, and it's a one-hopper to Stephon Ross. Ross over the 40-45, over midfield, still on his feet. Boy, oh boy, he is a tough runner.
Great balance there, too. He was kind of just letting nature take its course there as he was going forward.
Very impressive.
Big return and a short field now for the Nokomis Warriors.
Again. This one really short.
46 of Hermon.
Game tonight brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at Tony'sFairwayAuto.com. Ooh, some movement on that offensive line, and that's going to set the Warriors back 5. Bill Julie walking it off.
It just goes to show you the margin for error that you have when you're trying to beat the Hermon Hawks this year. Nokomis has played a pretty good game, but they had 2 penalties. One helped Hermon get a touchdown after all the momentum was in Nokomis' favor. And now this one makes it 1st and long for a team that doesn't throw the ball.
Surprise, surprise, Ernie. Penalties and turnovers.
Yes, indeed.
Turning this one around.
Indeed.
Bowden met at the line of scrimmage, maybe behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, big hit there by, I think it was 75. I may have seen him right here. Sophomore, Declan Curran, he was in on that tackle.
75 or 79?
79 maybe. Let's try that one.
I don't see a 75 out there.
Yeah, I don't have a 79, so.
79 is Peyton Tolliver.
Yeah, he's been one of their big hitters up front. He's got Peyton Tolliver. I wrote his name down. He's got 3 quarterback sacks this year, so he's used to getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Bowden not easy to bring down. Layton rolling out to the right side. Downfield. Ross dives and collects it. And that is going to be about a 7-yard completion. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 here for the Warriors. Tonight's game under the lights in Hermon, brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. For all of your plumbing needs, it's Tim's Plumbing. Call them at 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. Also brought to you by the Farmer's Table for home-style cooking. Just like Mom makes, it's the Farmer's Table, located at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. Hawk fans getting into it. Layton pitches it. Ross going to try to cut it back, but some Hawks are there waiting for him, and he'll lose a yard. It's going to be 4th and 9 now for Nokomis.
Yeah, Tolliver was in on that again. Number 60, Tyler Slade Jr. in on that at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 4th and long for the Warriors. A little interesting to see how they're going to play this here.
They're going to punt it.
Yeah, probably going to punt.
Got the leg of Bowden.
Yeah, they got to use that for extra points.
It would seem logical. Of course, he is a threat.
Yeah, in this time of the field, Hermon's got everybody up but one.
All kinds of time left on this one. So look at the hang time on that one from Seth Bowden. And Warriors kind of gave up on it. And
he
they
slid
slide
into the end zone,
but
they're going to mark it
the
short.
rules are different.
Yeah, down to the one.
High school football, wow, 1 yard line. And that's Almeida hustling down there. Kobe Almeida. I thought they gave up on it, but then he saw the potential there.
No, he didn't give up on it.
Took off.
Well, I'll tell you what, old Bowden's had a night on the kicking game. 2 kickoffs into the end zone, and now this.
Yeah, he's got to be kicking, period.
Yeah,
he doesn't need a break.
No,
come on.
No, he's got all. Well, he's got
17 years old, maybe.
He's got between football and basketball season to take a break.
It's not like kicking an extra point is going to tax him that much. All right, so an opportunity here for Nokomis if they can stiffen up defensively. Some breathing room as Largay got it up to the 4. 3-yard pickup there for Justin. Our game brought to you by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center. Family-owned and operated, Knowlton Automotive provides guaranteed service at a fair price. Knowlton Automotive at 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeag or at knowltonautomotive.net.
Hermon just looking to churn out a first down or two to get out of the shadow of the goalpost.
Well, they already have, what, a 96-yard drive?
94, yeah.
94. And it's going to be a first down.
It's Largy again, I believe.
Yep. He got the 7 that was needed.
Yeah, they only need to get to the 11. They were starting from the 1.
And he got to the 11.
Like I said, some pretty good production here in this short yardage. 2 or 3 situations, including a touchdown, where he's gained positive yardage. He doesn't lose yards very often, if ever.
New set of downs for Ethan Curtis and the Hawks. Inside handoff. It looks like a 2-yard pickup up to the 13. Tonight's game brought to you by American-made home goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor in the Rennie's Plaza. Explore their incredible selection of USA-made products, from handcrafted woodwork to homemade healthy snacks. They feature artisan goods from all 50 states. AMHG Works, where American-made matters.
That was Sam Hopkins there as they give Laggett a little bit of a break, but not much doing there. It's going to be 3rd and long. No gain on that play, so it's 3rd and 8 coming up.
Dungeon comes wide to the right. Otherwise, a tight set here for the Hawks. And Hopkins, the deep back. They're
No,
going to
there
give
he
it to
goes.
the up back. And riding his way all the way up to the 30-yard line is going to be Dylan Yo.
There he is. Another big play by Yo. A big first down there. Gain of 17 on that play.
I think he likes the contact.
Yeah, I do.
He is
You
not
know he
afraid
likes
of
the contact. He's over 100 yards on the ground tonight, by the way. At 70 in the first half. 57 here in the second half already, so 127 yards on 13 carries and 2 touchdowns.
14 minutes left to go in this ball game. Hawks leading it by 9. They've got the football and a new set of downs. And Nokomis not only is going to string this one out, they are going to drop Sam Hopkins for a loss. It was Bowden on the tackle.
Yeah, he plays cornerback on that far side. Yeah, he's responsible for shutting off that corner and that turn upfield, and certainly did the job that time. Loss of 3.
I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. I saw one, but it could have been Jacob Steiner.
Well, he came up
a little gimpy there.
He did.
Bowden was a little further back, so I'm going to guess that was Steiner, number 11, and not number 1, Seth Bowden. They go back inside. It's Yo over the 30, back to just beyond the original line of scrimmage to the 31. 3rd down and 9 here for Hermon. Hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center. The back alley where the good times roll and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor or online at backalleyrestaurant.com. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 9 for the undefeated Hermon Hawks at 6-0. Nokomis looking for the upset win here tonight. They are 4-2. Pass is complete to Owen Lang. He turns it upfield over midfield. Perfectly timed there between Ethan Curtis and Owen Lang. First down, Hawks.
Yeah, they ran all the running backs to the left side of the field, and
everybody went with them.
And Curtis came back to the right with Lang on the slant pattern and caught it right in stride and able to get across midfield. 19-2, 21 yards on that game. That's the second pass completion of the night, both to Lang.
And that will do it for the third quarter. It comes to an end. We've played 36 minutes, and so far the Hawks playing well. They lead it by 9, 21-12 here on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Back at Hermon High School, Pottle Fields. Nokomis 4-2, Hermon 6-0. Hawks with the football leading at 21-12 as we begin the fourth quarter. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Ticket TV team on hand. Dylan Yo has been a workhorse here tonight. Tough to bring down. Looks like he's got 6. Yes, he does on that first down play. 2nd and 4 now for Hermon.
Score out of Cameron Stadium in Bangor. Winnicott, New Hampshire, 14, Bangor 7. Winnicott, one of the top half dozen teams in the state of New Hampshire this year. They really brought their program along. 6-1 now on the season. Bangor now 4-3. A couple of games left.
Curtis gives to Yo. Why not? First down, still going. Brought down from behind. Again, falling forward to the 28.
13 yards on that gain. Closing in on 200 yards.
Wow. Now, who was it the other night that was Kyle Johnson was closing in on 300.
300. Matter of fact, he might have got it.
I think he did, like
right at the end
or something.
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
And it's going to be Yo again, and he just keeps forging forward down to the 20. That'll be an 8-yard pickup. It's going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down. So we approach the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
I say that I was a little over speaking, but over 150 yards right now for Yo. Things going well for him and the Hawks at this point. Running the clock, took over the last possession with 5:18 to go in the third quarter, and now we're approaching the 10-minute mark of the fourth, so they've had the ball for nearly 7 minutes.
Dunton, they fake it to him. They go to Yo inside, and right now Dillon and that offensive line carving up the Warrior defense. First down, Hawks. Game tonight brought to you by RT Electrical. From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trebo is a licensed and fully insured master electrician. He's ready to help on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers. Like RT Electrical on Facebook, or call them at 694-1564 today. Going to get you a pitcher-in-pitcher break coming up at the end of this Hermon drive. Where will it end? If they keep giving it to Dillon Yo, it's going to end up in the end zone.
Well, it seems so. That's the trend right now, at least. He's heading in that direction, Jim.
Down to the 10. 4-yard pickup there for Dillon. We're also brought to you by Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. Call Auto Radiator Services at 942-4554 or stop by and see them at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. What a bad night, Ernie. It's dry, so that helps.
Well, dry and the wind is not a factor.
Right.
This time of year, those are keys.
Little flags on the goalpost barely moving. Here's Yo, and this time Steiner and company all over Dillon. Maybe a yard pickup.
He carried the ball for 5 of the last 6 plays, so they had to read that he might get it again. And Steiner did a good job reacting right off the snap to get behind him and pull him down from behind.
Maybe we should key in on number 14. It is difficult to do because you got
10.
16, you got 2.
Oh, there's so many weapons.
You got 11.
So many weapons. And this is kind of a power-on-power thing here. Both teams strong at the line of scrimmage.
Dunton gets it from Curtis, and he's inside the 5. That's going to be a first down for the Hawks. It'll be first and goal from the 3 for Hermon. Want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare? Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected.
What a march this is, starting from their own 1.
So they've got a 94, looking for a 99. It's not going to happen on that play. Looks like they gain 1 down to the 2. Also brought to you by Hildreth Street Auto, looking for trucks or heavy equipment. Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, just down the road from Hermon High School. They're your one-stop shop, from skid steers and bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators. Buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit HildrethStreetAuto.com today.
This drive has chewed up more than 10 minutes off the clock.
For the Warriors, you can't score if you don't have the football.
No, and giving the Warriors a little bit of their own medicine.
And there's Sam Hopkins. He's in for 6, and he's going to go over and give some high fives to some of the young Hermon Hawk fans. As Hermon adds to their lead, it's now 27-12.
Count the plays on this one.
20 unanswered at this point for the Hawks, who trailed 12-7 at one point.
16 plays, 99 yards.
Ethan Garner trying to make it 4 for 4 in extra points.
10 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oop, again that snap a little off. The kick is up, and it is no good, wide right. So Garner 3 for 4, and the score remains 27-12. Hawks. All right, let's get you to that pitcher-in-pitcher break. We'll keep you connected to Pottle Fields. Ernie and I will be right back on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, back with you. 27-12 our score. Final 6 minutes of this one. Seth Bowden getting the call for the second straight time, and Seth is going to pick up the first down.
The Nokomis Warriors, that was their 5th play from scrimmage of the second half right there. And we're down to 5:51 left in the contest.
Trailed 14-12 at the half. All Hawks so far here in half number 2. This is Ross. He has been very good here tonight, and Stephon Ross all the way down to the 20. The acceleration is so quick.
Yeah, he's a great compliment to Bowden. And
he's shifty.
All the attention's on Bowden. He's getting his runs. He had 126 yards last week rushing. And he is, that put him over 100 for tonight with that game.
Does a great job of finding that seam, that hole, and then he just shoots through it.
Unofficially, 115 plus whatever you get on that carry. Another 4, yep.
Warriors hustling it up. Time winding down. And
that
that's
time. Ross fell forward, but it was with a Hawk draped on his back for a minimal gain there.
Got about 1.5, maybe we'll call it 2. Yep. Tonight's game brought to you by Maniac Snack Shack and Stiffen Snack. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser. Maniac Snack Shack and Stiffen Snack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. Gabe Layton, the quarterback.
Keeper.
And kept it himself. He's thrown back after picking up 2. It'll be 4th down and 2 here for Nokomis. It's your ball game right here. It is a 2-score game, but the Warriors need to get on the board here relatively quickly.
Yeah, the Hawks just had it 10.5 minutes on their last possession. Be tough to stop if they have to do it again.
And they're going to go with Bowden. Bowden getting close to the goal line. He's inside the 5. So that'll be 1st and goal now for Nokomis with 3.5.
2
left to go. And hurry up offense here. Layton under center. Turns, hands it off to Bowden. They got him moving left to right, but he has enough to get in for 6. And the Warriors will not go away here tonight against Hermon.
No, they're going to be a tough out for anybody they wind up facing beyond the regular season. Bowden gets into the end zone for the first time tonight.
Got to go for 2 here.
Yeah.
Down by 9. Also brought to you by Sweet Frog. From Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by at 878B, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, and pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all of your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win. And it's going to be Layton himself as they fake it inside. Layton spins and heads left and gets in for 2. And now it is a 1-score game, 27-20. Hermon holding on to the 7-point advantage. Well done here by the Warriors.
Yep, they were 3 minutes and
that
21
touchdown.
seconds.
Yep.
This
8
is plays,
the
56 yards.
2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Gaping hole.
You have to spend so much of your defensive attention on spend it on Bowden and Ross that Layton can sneak in and do some of those things occasionally. Doesn't run the ball a ton, but has run it a handful of times tonight. Now we probably, well, we'll see what Bowden does with this kick. He's used to kicking it out of the end zone, but you almost think he's got the offsides, and you see all the Hawks at the 50.
Oh, and they're going for the onside kick. Ball is free. It's up in the air. I think a Hawk was able to come up with it, and that is the body language we're seeing from Nokomis.
Yep.
Good effort there. You could see that ball free there just briefly.
Hit somebody at the right at the 50, and he might have got knocked loose from the ball there just with the contact. But it's going to be.
I think Yo came up with the football.
Okay, Hermon with the recovery.
And why not?
It was touched at the 50. It winds up being spotted at about the 46. I think Nokomis has all its timeouts left, so they can use that, but they certainly need to keep Hermon from getting a first down here.
Hopkins. And we got a flag coming in. I think it might have been a face mask. Hopkins got the first down yardage.
Yeah, it was smart enough to make sure he didn't get enough momentum so that he would wind up out of bounds here. Matter of fact, step back in. See if we can get a signal here. 5-yard face mask penalty on the end of the run.
Yeah, the hand wasn't on there long, but it definitely was on there.
Yeah.
For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Also brought to you by Hannaford and Bucksport. Support your local student athletes this fall with Hannaford in Bucksport. They're proud to cheer on their community's teams and help make their season a success. Hannaford, proud to be part of our community.
Yeah, they'll be watching the
chew up all they can here.
The judge deep in the backfield when he starts knocking off the numbers. Now there's 10 seconds left on the play clock.
That is Largay, and he plows forward.
Justin Largay with a carry.
Well, we need 3 yards. He's about as good as it gets in
Or
this league.
6.
Yeah, well.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. They're just not going to push you backwards. And now we're going to have timeout by Nokomis, I believe. 2.5 to go.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Mainly Audio. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call them at 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice.
Well, pretty good test for the Hermon Hawks, though. I mean, they've had things
Yes,
relatively easy since the first couple weeks of the season, and we're getting to the point of the season where there are going to be more tests, and this is one that they survived, not without some difficulty, but ultimately are going to be rewarded, it looks like.
And they're likely to be tested next week, too, on the road at Lovett.
Yeah, indeed. That's a good one to get them ready for that, certainly.
Dylan Yo, the man of the hour, takes it inside the 25. He's got a first down. Dylan Yo. He's been the central figure here tonight.
He really has. He has. I mean, it shows you the depth that Hermon has in terms of options, whether it's Hopkins or Yo or Largay in short yardage or Dunton. We saw Owen Lang with a key pass reception on that last touchdown drive, the 99-yard touchdown drive. McAlpine has had his plays. And then, of course, the line of scrimmage, they've been strong there all season long to set everything up.
There is Largay, and he's carrying Warriors down close to the 15. They'll spot it at the 16. Eighty-yard pickup there for Justin Largay.
44 yards for him on 10 carries, so that's like 4.4, and it's always in a short yardage situation, seemingly.
Clock running down to 1:10.
Yeah, no more timeouts being used by the Nokomis at this point. I think they have a couple.
Interesting they wouldn't use them.
Yeah. They didn't use it in the third quarter. They didn't have the ball.
Hopkins has the first down, and now a timeout is called by Nokomis. Oh, no, I'm going to say third down.
3rd and 1, huh? Okay.
High school sports on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find show times and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. And we're also brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And we are brought to you by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery. They offer custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. And a reminder, coming up after the game, it is the McDonald's post-game show. We'll have highlights, stats, some scores, play of the game, and player of the game as well.
Should be able at this point to just do a victory formation if they want.
Instead, they're going to go inside with Largay. Two hands,
First
two
down.
arms, wrapping up that football. And that's going to be a first down. We're down to 40 seconds left. And the Hermon Hawks are going to improve to 7-0 on the season. Nokomis put forth a great effort here tonight. They'll fall to 4-3.
Yeah, they're a tough team. They have Madomic Valley next Saturday. I believe in Newport, Saturday afternoon.
It is. Madomic's been around 500 this year.
That's 3-3.
There you go. Final second ticks off the clock here at Pottle Fields. And once again, the Hermon Hawks emerge victorious as they hold on for a 27-20 win over the Nokomis Warriors here tonight. We will step aside briefly. Be right back with the McDonald's postgame show. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
All right, we are back here at Pottle Field. There's your final score. The Hermon Hawks remain undefeated. They improved to 7-0 on the season as they defeat the Nokomis Warriors here tonight by that final score of 27-20 as the Hawks await Kyle Gallant and the coaching staff for their post-game chat. Want to remind you what's coming up on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket, as we have some UMaine hockey happening at Quinnipiac tonight. We'll have that on our scoreboard coming up. Black Bears on the road for 2 in Hamden, Connecticut against the Bobcats. They'll play again tomorrow. Pre-game show at 3:30 on Maine Sports Leader. And then tomorrow night, if necessary, and we're going to have to check in on that Dodgers-Brewers score as well, Ernie. If the Dodgers win tonight, that series is over against the Brew Crew. If the Brewers are able to pick up a win, that series will continue on into game number 5. We'll have it for you tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, 3 NFL games, including Rams at Jaguars early in the morning, followed by the Raiders at the Chiefs, Falcons at the 49ers. And a reminder of the local programming on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Start your day the roast way with the morning roast crew from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Cruz, Greg Hirsch, and Matt Cunha. And then wrap up your day with the drive. Ernie, me, Aaron Jackson, and Mark Paulette from 4 to 6. And we welcome you into the post-game show. It's brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. And there are the victorious Hawks after defeating the Warriors here tonight. And we'll start our post-game show with those Next Home Experience highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Your first score of the night, capping off an 80-yard drive.
Yeah, that was Justin Largy on a 5-yard run midway through the opening quarter, and then
Garner with the extra.
Reed Garner, Reed Garner. The brother, I believe, is the goalie on the soccer team.
That's right. And
he's young, just
Nokomis
sophomore.
Warriors and Stephon Ross running hard. And there's your quarterback, Gabe Layton, taking it in for
with a
6.
touchdown from 4 yards out as Nokomis immediately answers, but unable to make the extra point. So it's 7-6. Hermon, 2:17 left in the opening quarter.
Here's a big play. Turnover
on the sweep to Dutton, and Nokomis recovers. Colby Almeida, I believe, with the recovery. And now we're into the second quarter, and the Warriors take the lead as Ross goes outside for a 10-yard run.
Extra point again fails.
Off the crossbar, and it's 12-7 Nokomis. And here's Nokomis threatening again.
This was a big drive
That
here.
was a huge play there. That was a long drive, and
it was going to be their 3rd straight score.
Right. 4th down, but the Hawks come up big defensively. This is at the end of the half now, just a Hail Mary that is going to be intercepted by Owen Lang of Nokomis. And at the half, it is Hermon 14 and Nokomis 12 is...
Here's a huge play.
Yeah, this is the kickoff. Carried off of Nokomis Warrior and recovered by Tommy Largy, a freshman for Hermon on special teams. And then it wasn't long before Yo runs in from 17 yards out. And
Garner attacks on the point.
21-12 at that point. There's a punt by Bowden that is put down. I think that was Almeida as well.
Yep, it
was able to get on it at the 1-yard line. But that's okay. Hermon's not minding it. They're up for the challenge as they're going to go 99 yards for a touchdown to put them up 28-12. There it is. That's Hopkins scoring to make it 28-12. That was a pretty impressive drive here. You got to count 16 plays, 99 yards, 10 minutes and 37 seconds. Just ate the clock up. Nokomis really didn't have the ball much in the second half, but they did mount one more drive, and there is Layton.
This was close.
Rushing for the 2-point conversion after a Bowden 2-yard touchdown run, and then as you mentioned, the onside kick. Nokomis had a chance for it. It got loose after it was initially touched, but recovered by the Hawks, and they move on to the 27-20 victory.
Well, last time I used the Telestrator postgame here at Pottle Field, I circled the team and the coaching staff, and I put 4-0.
Okay.
Now
it's 7-0.
I'm going to put 7-0.
Big game next Friday night down in Turner Center as the Leavitt Hornets play host. Leavitt Hornets have been one of the strongest teams regardless of class in the state over the last decade. And they're very young this year. I was reading earlier on, they have 72 players on their roster. Speaking of numbers, be right with you.
Okay. Well, you're
53 of the 72 are either freshmen or sophomores.
Oh, I guess my telestrator did not take effect. Max, tell me if this is working. There.
Oh.
Wow.
It's the cold. Another victim of the
no.
cold.
Wow. It's hitting the pro. That's unfortunate because I'm.
It couldn't be a more pristine circle.
I know, and then look at the 7.
I mean, it looks like looks like a full moon. It's so round. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's.
And it says 7-0 to reflect
that's unfortunate.
the Hermon Hawks record.
That's unfortunate.
Well, it's the thought that
We'll
counts.
get to that's right. All right. Do want to remind you of our Ticket TV philosophy, slogan, whatever you want to call it. It's very straightforward.
Free. Live, as you just saw it tonight.
Yep.
And if you want to see it again or watch it in the future or know somebody that would like to see the game, it's also available free and on demand.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good deal.
Watch it free all the time. All right, and let's take a look at the upcoming schedules for these teams. We mentioned Hermon is going to be at Leavitt, and here is the next outing, as you mentioned. It's going to be a Saturday afternoon affair on the 25th for the Warriors as they host McDonald Valley.
And again, they're very tight between 6 and 7 entering the game between Foxcroft Academy in 6th place, just a 1.5 Crabtree points ahead of 7th place Nokomis. The 6th seed gets a first round bye. The 7th seed will play the 10 seed in the opening round of the playoffs. And so whether you think one is good or bad, it's up in the air and will be up in the air most likely until next week is over. And in the final games of the regular season, Foxcroft is at Gardner tonight. Chance to pick up some major Crabtree points against the 5-1 Tigers, but they have to win on the road. Haven't seen a final from that contest yet. Haven't seen many finals, to be honest with you.
And for the Hermon Hawks, that trip to take on Leavitt next Friday night, a week from tonight at 7 p.m. for the Hermon Hawks. Our schedule's brought to you by Levesque Business Solutions. All right, Ernie, you got some numbers for us?
By the way, Leavitt beat Missalonsky tonight, 34-0. Yes, I do. Regarding this game, I'm looking at all the other games. I'm trying to find them out. Final score, once again, 27-20, Hermon over Nokomis. Nokomis wound up with 349, Hermon wound up with 349 yards of total offense. 323 of that on the ground, 49 rushes, led by Dylan Yo, 21 carries, 179 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. 63 yards and a touchdown on 12 carries for Sam Hopkins. Griffin Dutton, 5 carries for 34 yards. Justin Largy, 11 carries, 47 yards for the Hawks there. As again, 49 rushes, 323 yards. Passing, Ethan Curtis, just 2 pass completions in 5 attempts for 26 yards. But a big one on that long 99-yard drive to Owen Lang, a slant pattern on a 3rd down and long to keep that drive alive, and that was the touchdown that kind of put it away. It went from 21-12 to 27-12 after they scored that 4th quarter touchdown. For the Nokomis Warriors, they just didn't have the ball in the second half. Very rarely. They had 177 yards rushing in the first half. 168 yards, 177 yards of total offense, 168 yards on 24 rushes, but finished the game 35 carries, 218 yards rushing. So just about 168 to 218 is about 50 yards in the second half on the ground after dominating the ground game in the first half. And then 16 yards passing, 234 yards of total offense. Leading the way for the Warriors was Stephen Ross, 15 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown. Seth Bowden had 16 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. Gabe Layton, the quarterback, had 3 carries for 6 yards and a touchdown. And number 5, Jeff Carr, had 1 carry for 17 yards. Again, 35 rushes, 216 yards. Layton, 2 of 5 passing, 1 interception for 9 yards. And, 16 yards, and that was all 3 receptions. Let me try that again. 3 for 6, 1 interception, 16 yards. All the passes went to Ross, 3 receptions for 16 yards. 234 yards of total offense for the Nokomis Warriors.
All right. Let's see. Finals from tonight that I have. Winnicott defeats Bangor 14-7 at Cameron Stadium. Skowhegan over Brunswick 34-12. Falmouth downing Freiburg 35-0. Fourth quarter action. Deering leading Oxford Hills 24-20.
I've got some more, too.
You got some more? Okay.
Morris 28, Belfast 0. Winslow 56, Madison 15. That was the battle of 5-1 teams in Class D. Let's see here. Winthrop Class D, Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale 13. Class B, Mount Blue 7.
Wow.
Mount Airy at 52, Cape Elizabeth 6. I mentioned earlier, 11-34, Messalonsky, nothing at C over B. Let's see if I can find any other ones. Greeley is going to remain undefeated. It was 48-0 over Hamden with 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Let's see if we can find anything. That's about what I have right at the moment.
All right, and thank you for the stats, Ernie. Coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. We're also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. And by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
A couple more scores related to this game tonight. Gardner 14, Foxcroft Academy 13. So that battle for the final bye between Nokomis and Foxcroft really doesn't change tonight and goes to the final week of the regular season. And Madomic Valley picked up a win over Oceanside. Oceanside winless this year. Madomic Valley 50 and Oceanside 14, and that is who Nokomis will play next week. Let's see, go down through Skowhegan 34, Brunswick 12, Wells 22, York 7. That's a Class C game of interest around here. Let's see if we can find anything else real quick.
While you're searching, I'm going to read this. So we're presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Also brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. And by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture.
Deering 24, Oxford Hills 20, and that is a Class A score that, with Bangor's loss, would probably jumble up that situation between 2, 3, and 4 in Class A North.
Also presented by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance. Protect your auto investment. Look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And we're also presented by the Furniture Gallery, family-owned and operated local business, opening their 4th location in the Topsom Fair Mall, joining Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. And we're presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com. All right, let's take a look at our play of the game. Again, the Warriors with a 12-7 lead at one point, trailed by just 2 at the half. Some penalties hurting Nokomis' effort here tonight. And then this one big turnover on a kickoff by the Hermon Hawks is our play of the game. Really turned this one upside down for the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm looking for it in my play-by-play here. Yes, kind of just popped it over the first line and in front of the second line, and Nokomis came up to try to make a play on it. Couldn't get to the ball in time. It hit the ground and bounced forward, and the freshman, Tommy Laggy, making an impact on special teams, coming up with a recovery, and it just seemed to change the momentum of the game and was part of the ball control effort that Hermon had throughout the second half, as they just kept the ball away from that ground game of Nokomis that had been so successful for the better part of the first half.
Got our player of the game coming up. But first, 2 more outstanding presenting sponsors here on Ticket TV, including Eastern Maine Community College. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. And finally, we're presented by Praise Auto Sales. Looking for your next ride? Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day, no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com. Today, who is going to be our player of the game? I think I know.
Yes, indeed. Dylan Yo, senior, plays somewhat in the offensively, somewhat in the shadows of Sam Hopkins, but tonight was a big night for Yo, just a junior, by the way. He was just running forward all night long. He had 21 carries, none for negative yardage, by the way, which probably should come as no surprise. But he had 8 carries for 70 yards in the first half with a touchdown, and then wound up with 109 yards on 13 carries in the second half with a touchdown. Total of 21 carries, 179 yards. 6 carries of over 10 yards. Just running forward, and we saw a lot of nights we've seen the speed game of Hermon's rushing attack. Tonight was really a 50-50 balance between the speed, part of that coming from Yo, and the power game, just running forward. Largy came up big tonight as well with a lot of short yardage runs, and Hopkins did his thing, scored a late touchdown. But Dylan Yo, kind of the dominant presence on the Hermon offense tonight, and made his usual share of hits on defense as well. And as a result, he's going to be our player of the game.
Congrats to Dylan Yo, the junior, our Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center player of the game. Our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Well, 2 games in the books tonight. I also mentioned that Old Town win, come from behind win over Brewer. We had some of the action, some key action late in that game. We took you to Doyle Field here on Ticket TV. And let's see. Old Town.
No. What's that say? Hermon 27, Nokomis 20?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I see what you're doing. So Ernie is hauling out his Ernesto surefire prognostications.
I got one exact.
And he had Hermon 27, Nokomis 20.
Oh.
I'm like, what is? Yeah, I know the score. I'm like, I know the score.
Yeah,
but how did he get that printed is what I was asking myself.
Well, I had to send it in because
so fast.
I had to send it in.
Well, look at the Old Town score, too.
Well, yeah,
very
pretty close.
Yeah, 18-14. You had
19-16.
Old Town. So anyway, that was a great game at Doyle Field. We were happy to tap into that one from Pottle Field. Great job by Max Pottle there. Our final regular season game on Ticket TV this fall, the fall of 2025, will be at Cameron Stadium on Tuesday evening as the Bangor girls soccer team hosts Brewer. Those two teams tied very early in the season, a 1-1 tie, I believe. So they'll finish up the season at Cameron Stadium. That'll be game number 33 of our 40-game fall schedule, and then we'll have 7 postseason games for you on Ticket TV, quarterfinal and semifinal action coming up on Ticket TV. Looking forward to that, both on the soccer pitch and on the gridiron as well. Now let's thank our crew for their work here tonight. Again, we were stretched thin this night. Matt Cunha, one of our key staff members here on Ticket TV. He's producing Maine hockey. Can you get a Maine hockey score?
Yeah, I probably can.
And maybe that baseball score too. And then let's see, we had Callum Bryant. He was having his wisdom teeth taken out. Mark Paulette, I don't know what kind of excuse this is. He's getting married tomorrow. So again, we were stretched thin, bringing you games from Doyle Field and here at Pottle Field. But speaking of Pottle, Max Pottle, our producer and director, and provided the graphics as well. He was assisted in the trailer by Isaiah Kennel. And our camera operator here tonight, Sydney Hurst, did a great job once again. Ernie Clark, my broadcast partner. Do we have a UMaine hockey score?
Let's see here what we can come up with.
We won't worry about the baseball one, but
4-4 in the third. It looks like it's
overtime.
It's overtime.
Yeah, they're heading to overtime.
Quinnipiac scored 2 in the third to tie it up. Let me try that.
All right, good one there. You can turn it over to Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and get the finish in that one. John Shields will have the call for you. All right, Jim Churchill saying good night from Pottle Field. Another good night for the Hermon Hawks. They defeat Nokomis 27-20 to go to 7-0 on the season. Have a great night, everybody. This has been High School Football on Ticket TV.
High School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.